Hello dear viewers, this is ERi-TV English news broadcast. I'm your reporter Bersabet Taghla, and these are the major headlines for today. WENA boarding technical school graduates 146 students. Financial support extended to families of Maldives in the central region. India limits cyclone casualties. And world breaks average temperature record in June. On your local report, WENA boarding technical school in Nafa graduated 146 students in certificate program on 13 June. At the graduation event, Mr. Kalab Zarou, director of the school, indicating that 34% of the graduates are female students, expressed his expectation that they will contribute their part in the nation-building process with the education they have been provided. Mr. Burhane Araya, head of training at the Technical and Vocational Training Department of the Ministry of Education, on his part indicating that the government is making substantial investment to the education sector with a view to lay the foundation of a strong national economic development, called on the graduates to take advantage of the opportunity being provided. Commending for the training opportunity they were provided, the representative of the graduates expressed conviction to live up to the expectations of the government and people that provided them the educational opportunity. In related news, 18 youth, including 10 females in Logo and Sabah subzone, were provided 10 days theoretical and practical training on fishing. The training program was organized in cooperation with the Ministry of Marine Resources and Gashbarka Regional Administration. On your last local report, members of Customs Office as well as members of the PFDJ at the Ministry of Health in the Central Region extended financial support to 47 families of Maldives. According to report, members of the PFDJ at the Ministry of Health branch in the Central Region extended 1,000 nafa each to 37 families of Maldives in the subzones of Eritrea, Sembel, Paradiso, Maitemenai, Tsetserat, Godaif, Edagahamus and Gazabanda. Likewise, the members of the Customs Office extended 1,300 nafa each to 10 families of Maldives in Arbaat Esmera subzone. In the same vein, diaspora nationals contributed 1,800 euros towards augmenting the National Maldives Trust Fund. Dear viewers, still to come here on ERi-TV is your international reports after the short break. Welcome back. Early warnings, accurate identification of vulnerable areas, and timely evacuations helped India to avert major casualties from cyclone Biparjoy, which battered the west coast near Pakistan late on Thursday. This is according to authorities. Biparjoy, which means calamity in Bengali, hit the state of Gujarat with speeds of up to 125 kilometers per hour, blowing roofs off houses and uprooting trees and electricity poles. In 1998, a major storm in Gujarat killed about 4,000 people, according to local media, while in 2021, close to 100 people died in an extremely severe cyclone named Tukte. More than 100,000 people were evacuated from 8 coastal districts and moved to shelters in school auditoriums and other government buildings a day before the cyclone struck. Authorities also suspended fishing, shut schools, and closed beaches. Many offshore oil installations and major ports suspended operations days earlier. In addition, 30 teams of national and state disaster responders were deployed. While the death toll was low, more than 5,100 electricity poles were toppled, disrupting power supply to over 4,600 villages. On your final report, weather analysts stated that global mean surface air temperatures for the first days of June 2023 were the highest in the ERi-5 data record for early June by a substantial margin. And they noted that some of the data go back as far as 1950. Temperatures have since dipped, but experts say the short surge in early June marked a new global heat record for the month. and indicates more extremes ahead as the planet enters an El Niño phase that could last years. Experts reported that the start of June saw global surface air temperatures rise 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels for the first time. According to experts, as the global mean temperature continues to rise and more frequently exceed the 1.5 degrees Celsius limit, the cumulative effects of the exceedance will become increasingly serious and must be carefully monitored. The expectation is that 2024 will be even warmer than 2023 as El Niño continues to develop. The UN said on Thursday the world is racing towards a climate change disaster, describing the global response as woefully inadequate. Dear viewers, and now a quick recap of the major headlines. Rena Boarding Technical School graduates 143 students. Financial support extended to families of martyrs in the central region. India limits cyclone casualties. And world breaks average temperature record in June. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.